Hi, welcome to ecopenny, where we're saving the earth one tip at a time. I've been using the faithful balloon bed for a while as an air mattress for camping. I'm going to compare it to the new Thermarest Uberlite. So let's see what these airbeds weigh in at. The balloon bed has got about 3 days worth of balloons in there. About 30 balloons. So that weighs in at 119 grams. The Thermarest Neo Air Uberlite, heavier at 255, which is pretty close to what the manufacturer claims. So the balloon bed's available from balloonbed.com. Online. It comes from England, the UK. So it's got a little stuff sack, a little pump to pump up the balloons, the main part of the bed. So you basically blow 7 animal balloons into there and insert each balloon, and that's your bed. It's got a little safety pin to pop the balloons. So you got to, balloons only last one night, you've got to pop them for the next night. So that's about 30 balloons, so you need 7 for each night. So there's a package. The balloon bed's a 3/4 length, so your legs dangle off it. You can put some clothes under your legs. So there's a pump. And the balloon's a special Qualitex 260Q brand, so that model works the best with the bed. So you can see in the camping clip, in the tent you've got to blow up the 7 balloons and insert them in the balloon bed. It takes roughly 15 to 20 minutes to do, so it does take a little bit of time to do, but the main advantage, it's a very lightweight, small airbed, so it's good for carrying for overnight backpacking, but it does use single-use balloons, so you have that environmental impact of a set of balloons for every night. So let's have a look at the UberLite. So the UberLite comes in that little box. Sorry if you're unboxing people, I've already unboxed everything. So you get the Neo Air Uberlite airbed, the stuff sack, little repair kit, instructions. Important thing with airbeds, don't use them for babies up to 15 months because there's a risk of suffocation. If they go face down onto the bed, they can suffocate. But don't think babies will be using this. Let's have a look at the airbed itself. So this is a regular version of the UberLite. There is a larger one that's longer and wider. So the regular size is 183 centimeters long, 51 centimeters wide, and 6.4 centimeters thick. Larger size is 196 centimeters long and 63 centimeters wide, a bit longer, a bit wider, the same 6.4 centimeter thickness. The balloon bed's 54 centimeters wide and 125 centimeters long, so it's only a 3/4 length one, so it's a bit shorter. The balloon bed's about 5 centimeters thick, similar thickness. Anyway, so we'll unwrap the regular one. So it is in a mummy shape, so the leg end's a bit thinner, head end's a bit wider. With the UberLite and the balloon bed, you've got to be careful. They should only be done indoors or in a tent. Don't do them outside on grass, on sticks, because they're more delicate and they will get punctured. So that's the shape of the UberLite. So it's fairly thin material, but it should be more durable than the balloon bed. So the main advantage of this one, it's longer than the balloon bed, and also should take about 5 minutes to inflate, and you don't have those single-use balloons that you've got to keep replacing all the time. So let's pump this up. They recommend to pump it a little bit and then roll the air down, so I'll just pump it up a little bit. But I recommend to pump it up a bit, and then just roll it. So you get the air down to the bottom, and then pump it up again. So there you have it. It only took about a couple of minutes. Get a bit lightheaded, blowing up. So obviously no babies, no pets, no young children should go anywhere near it because they're quite delicate. Even have your shoes off too. So this one's quite comfortable. It's got a little bit of give in it. So you can use the Uberlite and the balloon bed for back sleeping, front sleeping, or side sleeping. So this is quite comfortable. My bony hip doesn't hit the ground, which is good. If I'm thinner airbeds, my hip can hit the ground if I'm side sleeping. So I'm not sponsored by these companies. A balloon bed's roughly $40 Australian, but the Uberlite's a lot more expensive. It's approaching $400 Australian, depending on where you get it from. Mine is about $350 online. So it is a lot more expensive, but I think the advantage of the Uberlite is going to be a bit more comfort because it's full length, a lot quicker to blow up, about 2 minutes to blow up, and you're not having single-use balloons that you've got to keep replacing all the time. So I haven't tried this out yet, but it'll be interesting to see how the Uberlite performs. Nice and comfortable, and overall it's a little bit bulkier and heavier than the balloon bed, but at 255 grams, it's pretty good. I'm really happy with that weight. A lot of airbeds are a lot heavier, half a kilo or even 1 kilo, and a lot bulkier. So it's a nice little package with the Uberlite. They also say with the Uberlite, if you are leaving the airbed in a tent all day, so you're not breaking camp at night, you're doing a day walk, just deflate it a little bit, because if this gets hot, the air will expand and it could burst. So if you're going to leave that in a car or a tent during the day, just deflate it a bit to compensate for that. So the Uberlite's got an R rating of 2.0, so it's got a bit of insulation in there. In general, I have a ground sheet, then the tent, then my pack liner, and then the safety silver blanket, and then the airbed. So I do have a few layers underneath it in the tent. So it should be a bit warmer than the balloon bed.